Welcome to On at 6 Kettlebell, Program 1, Stand Your Ground 1. Now, this program is a relatively unique program. We're going to be focusing on structural strength and integration of your body in space on your ground, right? So you stand your ground. And what this is going to mean is you're going to be doing 20 seconds of isometric work before you do 20 seconds of fluid repetitions. Fluid meaning controlled tempo, even tempo, back and forth, not rushing through the reps, but not moving fast, nor trying to hold any more positions. You won't want to hold your positions anymore after that isometric contraction. And then 20 seconds of rest. So what that means is you're going to be holding positions that are going to build a lot of strength, a lot of awareness, and challenge your ability to just hold your ground or stand your ground, literally. So when we go through this, we're going to reinforce a lot of the positions that you're going to be in throughout the whole On at 6 Kettlebell program. We're talking about lunging, right? So holding a static lunge, holding a row position at the apex of your ability, a press, right? And a squat. And so as you go through this, just know you're reinforcing a platform that'll carry you through all of the more fun and dynamic exercises that are to come. Now, not only that, the delivery of the program is a little different too. It's a 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off program, but at least for the first round, we're dictating that the rest is active recovery. So the 40 seconds on is split into two 20-second rounds, one being that iso. So for example, for the press, you're holding an isometric contraction, and for the second 20 seconds, you're gonna press the weight through the range of motion, okay? And then the last 20 seconds, you're gonna recover in a standing plank position, tall and strong. Again, owning your ground, standing your ground. From there, we're actually gonna start our primer. So we explained what the workout's gonna be like, but hey, before we get to the work, we're gonna prime your body for the movements to come. And we're gonna start with the half kneeling hip flexor. So everybody take a step back with your right foot. You're gonna point that right toe down into the ground, tuck your tailbone under, bring your shoulders back over your hips, and we're gonna keep this front line engaged. So ribs down towards your pelvis. We're gonna do 3 reps, and these reps are gonna be focusing on driving the front knee forward. Exhale, inhale, and recover back to a stacked position. Exhale forward, inhale back. So everybody breathe with me. Exhale forward, inhale back. We're gonna switch stances. So other foot forward now. Stack everything, head over shoulders, over hips, over knee. Tuck the hips under, chest proud. Exhale the knee forward, inhale back. There you go. As you drive that knee forward, you should feel this rear hip stretch. And you wanna make sure you're not arching your lower back. All right, that's 3 reps. We're gonna go ahead now into an open half kneeling. We're gonna take our left knee out to the side, in line with the right knee. And we're gonna do the same thing. Square off our shoulders, drive the knee out, keeping our chest projected in the same direction as we started. That's 2, exhale into the stretch, inhale back to recover, exhale into the stretch, inhale back to recover. Bring that knee down. We're gonna take a step out to the right. Line up the heel and toe with the left knee, chest proud, exhale knee out, inhale back to center. Exhale knee out, inhale back to center. Last one, that's 3. All right, from here, we're gonna go ahead and do our bear squat. So hands down, splay your fingers open wide, dig your toes into the ground behind you. And this is gonna be a lot like a downward facing dog, but we're gonna focus on keeping your spine in alignment and softening the knees to really get your tailbone to lift to the ceiling. Press your hands hard into the ground, constant pressure into the ground with your hands. Dig your toes into the ground and lift your hips up as high as you can with your knees soft. Press your hands harder to the ground and just take note of where you feel the tension. Probably in the back of your thighs, feel your shoulders working. Now slowly lower your knees down to the ground, close to floating right above the ground, and then lift back up into that loaded position. Keep pressing the hands through the ground, bring your knees back down, close to the ground. Don't let your head lift. Keep pressing your hips back towards your heels, and then up. One more time, getting a deep stretch. Exhale down, inhale up. Good. And now bring your knees back to the ground. I'm gonna turn to the side so you at home can see what we're gonna do. We're gonna bring our knees together and heels together, pointing our toes back and sitting back on our feet as far as we can. If your knees bother you, you can put a cushion between your knees or just stay from a nice taller position and work on a light lean back. But as much as we can, we get our butt to our heels and shoulders back over our hips. From there, we're gonna rock forward, get our toes dug into the ground, feel a nice stretch in the toes and the arches, and sit back again. Okay, we're gonna alternate back and forth for 3 reps of each. exhale into the stretch. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale into the stretch. Inhale, rock forward. One more on each side. All right, awesome. So we got our toes warmed up. We got our hips warmed up. As a matter of fact, we're gonna go ahead and get right into the work. So we're gonna take it back to our feet, and the group is gonna be working with a relatively light weight for each of their strength skills level. And you at home, I want you to work at a conservative weight, and how you pick up and put down the weight is actually very important. So if you are new to using kettlebells, or if you'd like to review that information, make sure you review the technical breakdown videos that supplement this program. All right, everybody, go ahead and choose the weight you're gonna be working with for this first round. Go ahead and get it into your midline, and we wanna pick up things consistently up from our midline. Notice everybody's in a nice, strong front rack position. We call this holding it by the horns, literally the bull by the horns. We're gonna start everybody consistently with our lunge iso. So left foot forward, right foot back. We're gonna step back, dig that big toe in, so we worked on that toe mobility, and descend back so the knee, hip, and shoulder are all in line. All right, I'm gonna circulate around and pick on everybody as we work on holding this isometric contraction. All right, we started a little bit late, so you're gonna get a little bit of bonus time, everybody, and that's okay. Go ahead and bring your hips forward a little bit, April, and shoulders back, pull your ribs down, and abs in. Good, 10 seconds, almost there, good. Kaylin's got a great posture, nice vertical stacking. You're almost there, 3, 2, 1, and now you work your version of the lunge. So whichever version you have now, come on, keep it going, front to back. Now level 1, April's working what we call a split squat. The split squat keeps her feet in a nice static position, and she's just gonna continue working for another 5 seconds without moving her feet. Kaylin, as you see, is a little more dynamic. She's in the reverse lunge. Time. Okay, let's go ahead and hold. Bring the kettlebell back down to a hang position. Work on reinforcing your posture. So nice, slow breathing, focusing on getting as tall as you can. Remember, you're working on basically a plank-like position, a standing plank. All right, we got 5 seconds before we do the other side. Ready? Get the kettlebell up. 3, 2, 1, and static hold on the opposite side. Great. So now I'm gonna go ahead and work with Kaylin a little bit more. See if we can refine her position. I really like what she's got here. Her head is stacked over her shoulders, her ribs are down, but it's nice in a long, tall posture from knee to crown of her head. Keep it going, 3, 2, 1, and work your version of lunge right out of the position. So again, April had the static split squat. Kaylin's doing a reverse lunge, recovering back to base position, and Juan has got a much more dynamic version where that front foot stays right where it was, but the other foot's moving back and forward. 3 more seconds, team. Time. Okay, from there, back to your recovery position, tall plank. Next, we have our row series. So in 10 seconds or so, everybody's gonna get in position for their static row, and everyone's gonna have a different version, level 1, 2, and 3. All right, ready in 5 seconds? Get ready for your rows, everybody. I'm gonna hang out with April, and static row. She's gonna hold this position. Elbow stays nice and high. She's in a staggered stance. This rear foot is just behind and slightly out to the side from that front foot, about hip width. Her spine is nice and long, and she's holding this elbow high and close to her ribs. She's continually thinking about driving that elbow a little bit higher. Can you get a little bit higher, April? Great work. And time. Go ahead and row from there. Where she's gonna row from here and keep that shoulder in a nice retracted position, keeping her shoulder from gliding forward. Now, notice Kaylin's got a slightly different stance. Her feet are squared up, bilateral, in line with each other, and her row comes out at a 45. So that's the little key differentiator between level 1 and 2, time. Okay, stand up, recovery position, tall, strong, plank-like posture. All right, so we did one side. Hey, guess what? We gotta do the other side. Otherwise, you're gonna end up really uneven. Slow your breath, slow your heart rate, know what you're gonna do. Ready in 5 seconds, get ready for your opposite row. So right foot forward, left foot back, or just in your left hand. Ready, and go. Static row, hold, boom. Hold that position, nice and strong, elbows high, nice long spine. Again, holding onto this position. Kaylin's actually got to control rotation with the body. Since she doesn't have that staggered stance, her upper body, her torso might want to recover and twist. All right, time. Keep going into your constant row. Juan actually has a more advanced variation of a row where the elbow's flaring out almost to 90 degrees. So he's crossing his midline, right towards his underneath his belly button or right across the sternum, and then up and out. Give me one more rep, team. Time. Okay, good job. Back to recovery position. So we've gone through our lunge series, our split squat and lunge series. We've gone through our rows. Everybody's standing strong and tall. You're owning the ground you stand on here. So you got 10 seconds. Next we have our squats. So from here, we're gonna get into our rack positions, everybody. Ready? Go ahead and get the kettlebell up. Right rack position and squat. Good, rack position. Good, you got it. Single rack position, and April has a quarter squat. So what we're gonna be focusing on with level 1, 2, and 3 here is depth. So I'm gonna pick on April. I'm gonna have her pull her ribs in. Good, lengthen that spine. That's gonna really make her quads work harder, her thighs. And time, go ahead and work your squat at depth now. Good, repetitiously, working to the depth that you just reinforced. So as April was doing a quarter squat in terms of depth, Caitlin's doing a half squat. No, she's still fighting for a verticality here. That's gonna be a focal point of this variation of a squat. We're not really focused on how deep you can go, time, but how vertical you can keep your spine. Go ahead and rest and recover, nice tall plank. Then we're gonna go over to the opposite side. Hey, this program is all about reinforcing all the strong structural positions you need to develop skills with this tool. All right, 5 seconds. Get ready on the other side, everybody. Ready? 3, 2, 1, and squat. All right, nice and tall, nice long, tall posture. Good, hold that posture, good. Fight those ribs down, Caitlin, you got it. Nice, long, strong spine. Hey, notice, hey, I'm over here. We're gonna pick on Juan. Since Caitlin's doing a great job over there. Juan's working hard. You can hear him breathing. He's got a full depth squat. His hips are at the same height as his knees. Ready, and go. Squat at your pace, slow and controlled. We want fluid movement here in this 20 seconds of fluid work, repetitiously. 1 and 2, nice even tempo. Not rushing through the reps. We like to say slow is smooth. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast is a term, time, but we like to say slow is smooth, smooth is strong. Okay, hold and recover. All right, the last series here is our presses. So everybody's gonna have a slightly different isometric hold. April's gonna be working a waiter's press, Caitlin a traditional press, and then Juan will be a pistol grip. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Right hand, good. Get that elbow up and out, hold, and a nice iso. We're gonna bring that wrist out slightly, elbow in a little bit. Good, we want that stacked. Good, we want vertical forearm orientation, just like this. See, Caitlin has that forearm nice and vertical, 2 knuckles up there. This regress position is gonna be really great because you have 2 hands on the bell, make sure you feel safe. Okay, now go ahead and work with your press. Now from the press, April's gonna work a partial range waiter's press. This is gonna keep the shoulder in a range of motion. It's self-limiting. It's really gonna be hard to press off one hand and get to full range. That's actually gonna be good for beginners. All right, Caitlin's working only to the height that her shoulder can allow. Time. All right, go ahead and rest and recover. This first round, everybody's working that tall plank. Hey, I'm guessing you guys are feeling your hands working a little bit, might be getting a little sweaty. Hey, this is a tough rest position. So as the rounds go on, you don't actually have to keep it up. All right, ready? Other side. 3, 2, 1, go. Get in position. You wanna work that iso right when I say go. All right. Caitlin's got that nice vertical forearm. Hey, let's go ahead and show off Juan's skills. Hey, that vertical forearm is really important here. He's got to squeeze that grip. And notice the muscles are really working hard. Hey, it's only 5 more seconds. Good. So you're going to hold that pistol grip as long as you can and then get your elbow up. Good. 3, 2, 1, time, and work your reps now. Go ahead. From 90 now, Juan's working 90 degrees and up. So he's working a partial press range. That means he's actually working a little bit harder because the easier, more restful positions are below this 90-degree threshold. So guess what? These big rock shoulders are getting a lot of work in right now. Time, rest and recover. That's round 1. Stay nice and tall. All right, so one round in, we have 2 more rounds to go. 2 more rounds to go, and as we go through these next 2 rounds, the rest and recovery positions can bring the bell to the ground. All right, team, here we go. Back to the reverse lunge. Left foot forward, right foot back. Ready? 3, 2, 1, hold. Woo, all right. So a lot of times after that first round, what you'll notice is your body is adapting to this position. Guess what? It's gonna get easier as we go. Maybe I'm lying about that. It'll be easier to find your position. It might not be easier muscularly, but look, knee, hip, shoulder, head, all in one line. That's great. 3, 2, 1, and move. Let's go. When I move, you move. I'm moving around the room, and you're moving back and forth or up and down in the case of April's position. So again, Juan has the most dynamic variation. This foot stays right on the ground constantly. but he's moving that opposite foot front and back, trying to bring his knee close to the ground without impact. Time, okay, good. Choose your rest recovery position. Do you want to put it down and pick it up again, or do you want to let it hang? All right, look, everybody's still got it hanging, but if you're hanging, stay tall. Resist the pull of the weight down. All right, everybody, get ready for the opposite position. We got 5 seconds. Get ready for your other lunge. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Static hold. Sounds like sonic boom. All right, here we go. Head over shoulders, over hips. Hey, it's okay if you have a little forward shin angle here. I'm perfectly fine with that as long as this knee is tolerating it. The key is we want this ankle flexibility to be part of our programming. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Go ahead and get into dynamic. Guess what? By the time you're done holding that static position, you at home, probably feeling it right now, you're ready to start moving. You want to keep those elbows in, vertical forearms, chest proud. Keep the chest up, shoulders over hips, head over shoulders. 3, 2, 1, time. Okay, good. Shake it out. Woo, shake out those legs. If you want to put the bell down, you can put it down, but that means what? You got to pick it back up. All right, so what goes down must come up in this program. It's totally opposite of what you heard before. All right, row stance, left foot forward. All right, or yes, kettlebell in the right hand. 3, 2, 1, pull it up. Holding that position. Remember, focusing elbow high, forearm vertical, nice neutral wrist. Look, long spine. We want to keep a relatively horizontal configuration of the spine. Kaylin, I'm going to have you pull your belly just a little bit to stabilize that low back. Nice, long, horizontal configuration there. Remember, elbow out at 45 for level 2 is a slight difference. And row. So now, whatever they were doing in static, they're going to continue doing in the dynamic variant here, this fluid variant, where they're moving back and forth. But the key is always reinforcing this back position, pulling the shoulders back, elbow high. 5 more seconds, team, you got it. And controlling against rotation. Time, okay, shake it out. Whoo, man, all right, rest and recover, tall plank. Remember, sometimes it's not worth putting that bell down. We're using light weights right now. With these isometrics, guess what? The weight isn't really the biggest factor. It's holding it and controlling it. How much control can you exert? Ready? 3, 2, 1, left side row. All right, let's go ahead and hang out with Juan here. He's doing the advanced variation, so we're gonna make sure we get him in the best position possible. The elbow is slightly inside of 90 degrees. The handle is also oriented the same line as the elbow. He's pushing down his right forearm into his thigh to control it against twisting or rotation and thinking about lengthening his spine front to back. Time, just keep it going. Back to fluid. How many reps can you control through this range at an even tempo without slowing down or speeding up at any point? We want those endpoints to be defined, but at the same time not held. We don't want to stop at the bottom. We want to be ready for the next rep. We want an even tempo back and forth. Time. All right. From the row, guess what? I think this next one might be everybody's favorite. It's that squat. And even though it might be easier to go deeper, we're gonna assign the depths. Remember, quarter, half, and full depth. All right, ready? Right hand rack position. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, hold your rack position. Shoulders back. We're focused. Nice, good correction there of ribs down. The key is we want a nice long spine and focus on a long and vertical torso as much as possible. This is gonna make this drill harder without having to go deeper. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, now as we go through those reps, we're only going to that same depth. But what happens is as your body starts to fatigue, you're gonna wanna go lower. And lower is not necessarily bad, but I wanna focus on a nice vertical spine. Again, go back to the technical instruction. We're actually gonna allow those knees to travel so long as the knees tolerate this type of movement. That's actually gonna be really good for your time, ankles, hips, and knees. All right, we want all those things to be healthy because guess what? Those are areas of your body that have probably been neglected for years and years and years, and we want to address those today in our strength program. All right, we're always working for strength and mobility and flexibility at the same time. Ready? 5 seconds, ready on the other side. 3, 2, 1, and squat. Good, hold in that squat position. 20 seconds. Quarter squat over here. Those ribs are much more integrated. Frontline integrated, you should feel your torso fighting for the position to keep that spine nice and long. Half squat. Ooh, the half squat this is where you really get those thighs torched. And guess what? Full squat, keep it going, up and down. I'm thinking it was supposed to be easier, but I don't think it is. I guess that's why we call it the advanced variation, right? So he's fighting for depth. So it could be easy to relax into a squat, but when you're fighting for that upright torso, you're fighting for it. It's not a passive situation. You're working as hard as you can to be as upright as you can. Time. All right. Woo. All right. We got the squats done. Squats done. Last one's the press. Okay. So remember, forearm stays vertical on the pressing. All right. 10 seconds. Shake it out. If you put it down, that's fine. Shake out what you got. If you're ready, 5 seconds, right hand press, forearm vertical, nice stacked wrist. Go. Good, so good. And the waiter press, this is one of the ones that's a little harder to get vertical. So the bell has to push out a little bit. Ooh, how much heavier does that feel? Yeah, I think she feels it a little bit more there. Always working that vertical forearm, just making sure, see, same thing here. A little bit easier because you don't have the other arm engaged, but elbow underneath those 2 knuckles. Time, keep it going, press now, press. Woo, yeah, good. So now Kaylin was doing a slight bend at the elbow at the top of her press originally, but notice she's getting closer to full extension. The key is if she extends her arm all the way, there has to be the absence of pain and her structure has to stay integrated, stacked. Time, okay, that's 20 static, 20 fluid. Get ready for the last side, the left side on that press. All right, here we go, 10 seconds. Get into that left rack position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay, Juan's got the tough pistol grip going on here, right? This upside down grip, he's balancing this. So if it comes down, actually now, if it comes down from this position, he's just gonna hold it in the traditional rack that Kaylin's using. This advanced variation is gonna get harder as time goes on. Bring it up. No, not the kettlebell, just the hand. And press. Good, again, and now he's gonna press from 90. So let's just reiterate that. If the bell comes down from that upside down position, rather than reorient and spend a lot of time, you're just gonna drive the elbow back into a level 2 position that we see Kaylin doing. All right, one more rep. Time, okay. This time I'll suggest putting the kettlebell down and rest and recovering slightly, okay? Shake it out. We're gonna give you guys a little bit more time between rounds 2 and 3. Hey, between round 1 and 2, it got a lot tougher. So everybody, let's go ahead and chug with me here, okay? Everybody, ha, ha, ha. Let's go ahead and shake out some of that tension, wherever you feel tight. Shoulders, arms, legs. I know something's burning. This is our last and final round, so I want to give you a little bit of time to collect your thoughts. I don't want you to be so tired mentally and physically that it's going to be impossible for you to give me the best reps I can get out of you. I'm going to give you a little bit more rest because I want you to focus. Focus on the best technique you can use, the best reps. Hey, if you fall out of your ISO a little bit too soon before that 20-second mark, it's okay. Just make sure you're ready to work when the next 20 seconds start, when it's time to go fluid. All right, team, you guys ready? All right, here we go, last and final round. Let's go ahead and get ready for our reverse lunge. So from that horn position, right foot back. Ready? 3, 2, 1, get low. All right, how low can you go? All right, extend this hip forward. Good. And pull your whole body forward. There you go. Try to get the hips extended forward a little bit more. Squeeze your right butt cheek. Good. You want to get that stack. Feel that stretch in the rear hip. 3, 2, 1, go. You can move now. All right. I'm telling you, I know how it feels holding those positions this third round. It can be a little brutal, but focus on refining your positions. Even if you can't make the whole 20 seconds, just get the best position you can. And when you can move, think of it as a reward. You only got 3 more seconds, and time. Okay, recovery position. Again, if you put it down, you gotta pick it back up because we're gonna be doing it again 15 seconds on the other side. All right, this time it's gonna be left foot back. Ready in 10, shake it out, recover your thoughts, recover your breath. 5 seconds. Left foot back, 3, 2, 1, go. Good. Want to make sure that hip is extended on that rear leg, okay? Make sure you almost feel like you're leaning back and pulling your belly down and ribs down to get everything stacked, right? Don't actually bring your shoulders back, but just think about pressing your hips forward and bringing your shoulders back over your hips. 3 seconds, 2, 1, go. You can move now. I know it feels good to move. Oh, they're still smiling. I don't think those are smiles. I think they're scowls. I think that I might be in a little bit of trouble once the cameras stop rolling. I don't know how you're feeling at home, but you might be relating to them more than me right now. 5 seconds to go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Time. Okay, great work, everybody. Great work. You're building a platform of strength that's going to carry you through the rest of this program. This program is probably one of the harder ones to build structural strength and build awareness, especially if you're not used to these positions, but it's worth it, I promise. 5 seconds. Go ahead and get ready for the row. Right hand row. 3, 2, 1. Pull. Pull that elbow high. Good. Try to square off those shoulders. Good. So as you pull that elbow high, try not to rotate the torso. Get a long spine. Pull that belly in, ribs down, 10 seconds down already. Good, Juan. I know that elbow position is harder. This mid-back, these intrascapular muscles are working hard. And row. All right, make sure you breathe with every rep. Whew, yeah, almost done. This is the last round, y'all. This is the last time you got to do this on this side at least, right? Last time you got to do this on this side. 10 seconds to go. Constant, controlled effort here. Constant tempo movement. 3 seconds, 2, 1, time. Okay. All right. Remember I said this is the last time you had to do that drill on that side. So guess what? We got to even you out. We don't want muscular development on one side without the other. We don't want imbalances. We don't want to create those imbalances. We want to even our body out, keep it symmetrical. So get ready. It's time for the other side, team. 3, 2, 1, hold. Good. Pull that elbow back. Keep a nice, long, strong spine. Square off those shoulders. Pull those hips back and up. Good. You want to keep as horizontal a configuration as possible. Man, having that elbow floating out means this lat must stay fired to protect that shoulder. This is the advanced variation. And row, 20 seconds of work here. 20 seconds of work. You're almost done. Remember, last time you got to do this drill at all today. We're done with the rows after this. We still got a little bit more work, 10 seconds to go. Get the most out of this last 10 seconds. Focus on refining your technique. These are the last reps that you have to do today, but the ones that your nervous system remembers. Time. All right, good work. Squats are next. Squats are next. I know you're feeling it. Hey, they're feeling it too. You're not alone. You can see it on their face. They're smiling, but they're working hard. They love this. Hopefully you're starting to like it too. All right, right hand rack squat. Right hand rack squat. Quarter, half, and full squat. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Hold that position. Good, nice, April. Long spine, ribs down, and integrated. Try not to arch that back excessively. Good, good, Kaylin. Good, ribs down and in. You got a strong position. 10 seconds already. Hey, Juan, I'm gonna come hang with you, man. I know you've been working hard for me, man. How you feeling? Is that smiling? You still smiling? All right, go, all right. Get out of that position and start moving. Hey, everybody here loves what we're doing. It doesn't mean it's not hard, right? Effortful can be rewarding. And these static holds, they are effortful. If you have thought doing more reps is better or harder, then you haven't held these positions long enough. They will work you. Time. All right. Woo, get ready. Other side, right? Other side. We only got to do this one more time for this squat, but it's a totally different experience holding the weight on the other side. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Slow your breath. Whew, slow your mind. Get ready. 5 seconds. Get it in that left rack position. 3, 2, 1. Go, hold that squat, hold your squat. Good, that quarter squat. Definitely, April's probably feeling her lower legs working pretty good here and the front of her thighs. It's subtle movement, but having that upright torso is something if you're fighting for, you're gonna get a huge return on investment for. All right, ankles, knees, and hips need to work together and go, 20 seconds of work now. Same thing when we get half squat. Now, half squat amplifies the amount of load in the front of the thighs. That's something that if you've been doing the half squat now, even if you accidentally transition from quarter to half, you're probably feeling the front of your thighs really burning. Juan, you're probably feeling everything burning. Time. Okay, good work, good work. Last drill. Hey, we're already almost done with this program. 15 seconds, recover your breath. Now it's the press. Everything's built up tension. Now we have a strong, stable platform to press from. Ready in 5 seconds. Right hand press. Right hand press. Okay, great. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Good, awesome, April. You feel how pushing that bell out actually loads everything more and probably engages this lat a little bit more. That's what we want. That vertical form teaches the body to have that lat engaged. It's really hard to press the bell this far away. So if you have to, you don't have to go as far as Kaylin is. You can be elbow in a little bit, but I'm really impressed. Press, good. 20 seconds of pressing now. Woo, and remember, Juan's got a bad rap here. He only gets half of the range. He doesn't get to go to that sweet part of the range where he actually gets to reduce the amount of tension. That is gonna be tough. It probably is tough. time. All right, last and final round. Just 40 more seconds of work. You got it. We got to even you out. You know you got all that good work on your right-hand side. We got to get it on the left too. So don't cheat yourself. Treat yourself right now. Ready? 5 seconds. Left hand press. Get in position. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Static hold. Nice. Vertical form. Just push that out a little bit more. Elbow in a little bit more. Boom. There we go. Abs are tight. Torso is engaged. Lats. Your lats are like the hips of your upper body. You want to make your lats work as hard as you can almost all the time to stabilize your shoulder. 3, 2, 1, go. Woo, Juan made it through that whole round. See, look, he got better as he went through those rounds. And through fatigue, you can actually move more efficiently sometimes. Sometimes you're working against inefficiencies or your body trying to figure out how to hold a position. Hey, as you go through the third round, don't be surprised if the third round is your best round. All right, last rep, time. All right, team, go ahead and put your kettlebells down nice and safely. Hey, you put your kettlebells down nice and safely. Don't lose your structure. I know you're tired. Put the bell down the same way you picked it up, with respect. Respect for the bell, respect for your body. You did a great thing today. Good job.